across the south coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Ben Lester, and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. With Solent University basketball team inching ever so closer to the playoffs, I have Joe Faulkner with me, who is a Solent Ones men's player. So, with the Solent Ones beating Bournemouth University 2 days ago, 84-79, with you scoring 32 points, which is very impressive. Can you tell me what went through your mind in the pre-game and how you prepared for it, alongside how do you feel after the game, scoring that many points?
The mindset going into the game was to win. This is my first game back from injury that I sustained a few weeks ago. So the mindset, like I said earlier, was to come in to win.
Awesome. And obviously the Casuals won a championship, which was the first time in 4 years. Do you think this achievement would benefit the university team and the mentality going forward in your changing rooms and the season?
I think Solent Casuals is a good example of what a well-structured team can do, and the fact that they won the championship recently, which is really impressive. And they will inspire people at the university to try and get into the club and play for a high level of team. If that's even the women's team, or and the men who obviously they won the championship. I have been invited to participate and train in their training sessions, and they take the game seriously. They work well with each other. The coaching staff, Matt Guyman, Jack, they really focus on the little details, which is probably why they won the championship.
Awesome. And obviously going to one of the last questions. Going back to yourself, what is your aspirations going forward after beating a team who is above you, and whether this will continue going forward and if you will win the league?
But yeah, we're going to try and win. We try and win the rest of the season. That seems like a goal that we can do, and that we've shown we can do as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Southampton FC is looking to move up the table after their last game ended with a draw. Saints face Stoke City, who are 5 points above them in the Championship, so win tomorrow would be vital. Moving up to the Premier League, where Everton winger Jack Grealish is set to miss the rest of the season. The Englishman suffered a stress fracture in his foot, David Moyes announced.
I believe he's probably going to need surgery, but that's still not absolutely confirmed, but it probably rules him out for the rest of the season, yes.
This comes at a pivotal time for Grealish, as this could ruin his chances of going to the 2026 World Cup in June. Newcastle travel to Anfield tomorrow night off the back of a positive result against PSG during the week. They did so without captain Bruno Guimaraes, who was an unused substitute in Paris due to an ankle injury. Manager Eddie Howe says he isn't yet ruled for the Liverpool game.
I'd say he did really well to be with us in Paris, and I think that's more down to the fact that he was desperate to be there and support the players. He trained with us yesterday, but that was more of a test. So look, let's see how he is today. This will be the day really where we decide.
The Champions League and Europa League draws took place this morning. Our reporter Ewan Min has more.
Thanks, Ben. It's been a busy day for UEFA, as the playoffs have been set for both the Champions League and Europa League. Newcastle will make just the 5,000-kilometre journey to Azerbaijan to play Karabag in February, and have the little task of Man City sandwiched in between those two fixtures. There's a rematch of the final league phase game, as Real Madrid will be looking for revenge on Jose Mourinho's Benfica, who beat them 4-2 at the Estadio de Luz on Wednesday. While in the Europa League, Nottingham Forest have been handed a difficult tie as they face a strong Fenerbahce side in Istanbul. Celtic avoid Robbie Keane's Ferencváros and instead go to Germany to play Stuttgart, all British sides with far from ideal draws.
Thank you very much, Ewan. Moving away from the pitch and onto the clay, Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner have just played out a classic in the Australian Open semi-final in Melbourne. Our reporter Ben Kilminster has more.
Like you said, Ben, it definitely was a classic, as this game could have gone anyone's way. Sinner led Djokovic on two separate occasions. In the first set, he was 6-3, with the Serbian levelling it in the second with the same score. The third went to the Italian at 6-4, with the Serb matching the score in the fourth. This took the game to the decider. Sinner went one game up, Djokovic levelled it, The Italian made it 2-1, but yet again the 24-time Grand Slam winner squared it. Back and forth it went until Djokovic finally went ahead, making it 4-3, then 5-3. The game was in his hands, but Sinner wasn't giving up, making it 5-4. However, Djokovic showed his experience and won 6-4, meaning he will face world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz in the final on Sunday.
Following on from the current tennis, Carlos Alcaraz opponent Alexander Zverev spoke out after the match as he talked about why he lost the game.
He took like an hour and a half off where he wasn't moving almost at all. Again, maybe I should have used that better in a way. Maybe I should have won the games and won the sets a bit quicker, and then moving into the fifth, maybe he wouldn't have had so much time to recover.
A man from Hampshire leads a PGA Tour in California. This morning, Justin Rose scored an impressive 10 under par 62 at the Torrey Pines North Course. This season, top of the standings going into round 2, where he sees off at 5:30 UK time this evening. Rose is pleased with how he started.
I didn't feel like I played perfect golf, so it's a good reminder that you don't always have to play perfect golf, but it was good enough. And hopefully there's things that I can smooth out in the next few days as well to kind of hit a few more really quality shots off the tee. But yeah, great start.
England hope to build on from their T20 victory over Sri Lanka. Phil Salt said that they were very determined going into the T20 World Cup.
Obviously the mood in the camp's pretty good with the boys getting the job done against Sri Lanka in the 50 over stuff. So the format that in the last few years we've been a bit stronger in T20. So hopefully we hit the ground running. Any series win away from home is special in its own right.
The world champion gets his Weimar Darts Masters campaign underway. He'll be wanting to avoid the same fate as Michael van Gerwen, as he was dumped out by Aussie Damon Heta. Littler faces Mike De Decker this evening at the Arena MK. That's all from us for this hour. I'll be back in an hour with our final show of the day. Remember to keep up to date with 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com.